What's up everybody, my name is Randy. I want to talk about the last video that I just released. I did a reaction video to a creator I'm not going to name. I don't want the algorithm to try to even pick this up. I wanted to do a reaction to this video in question, talking about AI slop content channels and things like that. While watching the video, I realized the creator that was making the video was just simply saying that AI is bad and it's rampant and it needs to be stopped or whatever. I know that's an oversimplification, but I'm not far off on that. But for one of the first times ever, instead of the video just being shown to my audience and maybe a few new people, it sent it directly to that main video, which is a huge channel. And then the hate poured in. People hated my video. They thought that I was trying to shill out because of his name, which is not who I am. People that know me know that that's not at all anything. I haven't made a single dime off of this YouTube stuff for the entire time I've been making videos. They have no idea what direction I'm trying to push my videos in. So everybody got mad. Was it a good video? No, it wasn't. But I don't think the original video was that good either. So it wasn't really worth reacting to, I guess. So my mistake that I made was I put out a video that was substandard or something that you probably shouldn't put out. But you know what? I put out a lot of videos and sometimes they do better than what I think. It's hard to know exactly how somebody's going to react to it until you put it out. Enough of that. I want to talk about what I hate about this topic of AI channels and the type of fear-mongering that goes on when it comes down to AI and any type of fear-mongering online anyways. My viewpoint on life is sometimes things suck. Sometimes things are so much harder and there are so many more challenges in life than something as simple as AI coming along and maybe taking somebody's job, maybe changing the world, maybe killing us all. There's all these fear-mongering conversations that you see people have online and they get a lot of clicks and they get a lot of attention. But that's not how I work. I'm not afraid of AI taking my job. And I am in the direct path of one of the threats of my job getting taken by AI. There are things in life that are going to challenge you. It might even almost break you. When I see something like AI being scary and all that kind of stuff, why does it not faze me? Is it because I'm some sheep or something that just follows the direction of the industry? No. I do pay attention to it. I do make sure that I understand it as much as I possibly can. But the problem is that I'm not scared. And I'm not scared because there are much harder things in life that I'm going through and that you should be going through. If you are a musician, I'm speaking only to musicians, by the way, or content creators. If you are a musician or a content creator and you are discouraged because AI is coming out, then you weren't made to make it in the first place. And maybe you shouldn't have made it. For people that are resilient and do this no matter what because it's something that they love doing, those are the people that will see these challenges, understand them, and build forward through the future. Nothing will ever stay the same. It will always change. And if you get into this type of stuff, trying to be an entrepreneur, and you don't understand how capitalism works, how business works, how the flow of time works and can erode what you think is good for business, what you think is good for your brand and everything, all of these things change throughout time. It's so much worse than what most people think. The video that I was reacting to, I was genuinely surprised that he didn't add any good advice for musicians. I know he's not a musician's advice channel or anything like that, but the guy has an insane amount of knowledge about this type of stuff. And yet he continued to look like a guy that's never seen AI before, which is crazy to me. I have no hate for the video or anything like that. I was not trying to get rich off the video. I didn't even know if it was going to get more than 100 views. But who cares what I think? Because, again, another thing about the internet and about the industry of trying to be an entrepreneur in this is that you don't have all the answers. I don't have all the answers. I may think something might go one way and it might go a different way. And that's fine. And I'm going to figure out how to navigate my way through that. Because there are much bigger challenges that are coming along that will keep me from being a sustained entrepreneur in this business throughout my life. It's so much harder than what you think. It's not meant for everybody. It's never easy and it never will be easy. So when I see videos that are fear-mongering type videos, I don't like those types of videos usually because they are catering to, in my opinion, weak people that don't understand how to stay strong through something. I might piss a lot of people off by saying that. And I usually try not to come at it from this direction from my videos. But I think it needs to be said. There's a lot of weak people out there. There are a few strong people that are resilient that will persevere through this. And then there's some people who will get lucky. And then there's some people that will get smashed by this, even though they're great people and are doing all the right things. It's not a surprise. And I'm not going to be a channel that sits here and tries to like make everything fair for everybody, because that's just not how life works. I'm not trying to gather subscribers of people that are not into having a deeper conversation about something. I'm not here for surface level subscribers. That's not my business. That's not my brand that I'm trying to build. You need to be able to handle a nuanced discussion about something. Because guess what? The nuanced discussions are really where people learn. They start growing in those situations. They don't grow from fear channels. Anything that's polarizing on the internet. If you notice that you're on one side or the other, hard, crazy, then you need to relax. You need to take the advice that I gave in my last video, which nobody seemed to understand, which is you need to work on yourself first. If you are not doing everything that you can to better yourself, then what are you scared of? The wrong thing is what you're scared of. Do you know how many people I've seen drop out of this music stuff just because it's not as easy as they wanted it to be, because it's not going their way for a little bit of time, because they didn't persevere through those times, those challenges, because they were never that serious to begin with? I'll give you a hint. It's in the 99.9 percentile, okay? Most people do not want to put the effort in that it takes. Most people. And I get it. Not everybody needs to be like this. Not everybody needs to be a crazy entrepreneur style person that will do everything they possibly can to succeed. You know, a lot of people just want to do this for fun, or want to just kind of see how it goes, and then it doesn't go very well and they just kind of get bored with it and then they stop. That's fine. But if you think it's because there's an AI slop channel out there, that's what's holding you back? Like, really? Is that really that big of a deal? Can you not handle that? Are you blindsided that there are AI channels out there? Are you blindsided that there's content out there that you don't agree with? You shouldn't care. You should just keep on moving and learning and adapting the right way. Not with a ton of emotions, but with a mind that is ready to learn. With a mind that's willing to pick up the nuances between the hype and sensationalized internet. You know, I could learn from this situation too. I should take my own advice, right? So what did I learn from the last video that I produced? I learned that I shouldn't put out something as a reaction video unless it is actually able to add a lot more reaction within the video. Even if I get done to the end and then add my 2 cents to the end, that's not good enough. The reason why is because most people don't make it to that point in the video anyways. Well, I wanted to make something for my subscribers and something that can kind of like get to the point that I see, which is the hate, the emotion side of stuff doesn't work. Bettering yourself does. Be trying to become a better musician, a better content creator, and somebody who is able to communicate your art better is the best thing that you can do. And that's the 2 cents that I wanted to add to the end of the video. Did I need a whole video of bad reaction video to make that point? No, I didn't. So I maybe shouldn't have put it out there. Another thing that I need to learn is that you never know when a video is going to get shown to a certain audience. You see, the YouTube algorithm isn't always evenly pumping things out. It took a small channel like mine, fed it to this content creator's over 5 million subscribers or whatever he is, probably right at the side, right at the top, right next to his video. So people probably clicked on that thinking they were going to get something, and then they didn't. They didn't get what they thought. They thought they were just getting some internet shill that's trying to like clickbait slop their way to success. And of course, there's a lot of comments talking about that. So I have to work on my packaging and my presentation and how I come across if I'm going to potentially access certain audiences. It's just crazy how it works. It doesn't work the way you think it would if you're a newer creator, I should say, where you're seeing YouTube not recommend you to anything relevant to what you're talking about for tons of videos. And then one time they'll just go ahead and they'll recommend you to that audience. And if you're not prepared, and this has happened to me a couple times, if you're not prepared to make a video that connects with that audience as well, you are going to get destroyed in the comments or your dislike ratio is going to be just as bad as mine. So I'm not taking this last video as a woe is me or anything like that. I don't really care. I can extract lessons from it and keep on moving, which is exactly what I'm going to do. And I hope you guys do the same. I hope you guys are putting yourself out there in a way to do risky things, to make mistakes and learn from those mistakes. That will teach you more than fearing AI slop channels or AI in general. You are stronger than you think you are. You are more resilient than you think you are. I'll talk to you later.